Hello and welcome to our first video of Rags to Riches series on Pioneer Maps. An opportunity actually came up and I just could not pass it up. So basically I got rid of everything I had and I moved to Western Brazil. Alright. Upon arrival, I had some money on me and asked some of the people in town, if there was any trucks, if there was any tractors that were up for sale. So we ended up getting ourselves a truck with a flatbed, a Chevy truck actually. We ended up getting ourselves a Allis Chalmers WD-45, which is actually in really good condition, and then a mower. And then finally we got ourselves a trailer, PJ trailer, and we got ourselves a chainsaw. That is basically what we are starting with within this series so far. All right. Well, what we have going on so far is, I'll show you guys here, is we have pretty much this whole area that we can farm. Okay, so you can kind of see as far as some of the areas. So there's a farm to the west of here, and also a farm to the east, or the town, I should say. There's one main road that kind of runs from east to west, as you guys can kind of see. There's some bridges that'll, kind of run through the rivers, or over the rivers, I should say. So with that being said, we need to get some money here because, as you guys can kind of see after this, we are now $3 in the hole. All right, so let's hop in our truck here and see if we can't cut down some trees. So I want to try and open up some land here, so we can actually maybe get some, get some farmland actually plowed up. And I kind of want to go with a little bit of more level land because I really don't think that the Allis Chalmers will be able to handle going up the hill while plowing the field. So we're going to try and find some land that is actually pretty level, which I can kind of see as far as around here, which is actually pretty nice. All right, we're going to make sure we shut off our truck here. And we are going to go around and we are going to chop down some trees. All right. So let's see here. So let's chop down this first one right here. I want it to fall down. Actually, let's have it fall down towards here. There we go. Perfect. All right. Make sure we didn't hit anything. Oh, perfect. I made sure that was in a strategic place because I knew that it was going to be a little tough getting close here. Let's try and make sure we get rid of all this stuff here. All right, so I kind of want to make sure that these aren't too long or too short, that I'm not going to get a lot of profit off of these, which, I think probably, right. Let's see here. Actually, let's start over here. Just because I can get a better cut off of here. Like right about here looks good. Out there. All right, perfect. All right, let's try and load these things up here. And I think we actually just cut these perfectly. Oops. All right. There we go. Make sure that's all secured in. Perfect. So yes, there was a really good opportunity that kind of came up. Sold everything. I was like, I can't pass this up. So it's just like, you know, let's go over to Brazil, see if we can't take care of some stuff. You know, start our own little operation here, and we may have to cut this one down a little bit. One looks a little bit too long, which is fine. All right. That one up. Whoop. This one up here on top. And finally, this one right above it. Right there. This is shaping out to be pretty decent, actually. All right. Well, once we get this all shaped up here, we will start our travel up to the sawmill. Now, I'm not entirely sure where the sawmill is. When I checked on the map, it really didn't have a good... Or I checked the town, it didn't really give me a good explanation as far as where the sawmill was. So we may have to look on the map and see where this sawmill is at, and so we can sell it. So I'm not 100% sure what the prices are going to be. I'm really hoping they have some decent prices. Otherwise, I may have to rethink what I am going to do. All right. Let's start our vehicle here. All right. So we need to figure out where this sawmill is at. Now, I know I didn't see it in the town where I came in at. I came into the town right over here. So let's try and check right over here. All right. Let's see here. So we have the supermarket. All right. All right. Pioneer, debris crusher. Let's check this one right here. Wiring, wood chip sale. All right, we're getting closer. And the sawmill. Perfect. So I'm going to tag this place right here. And we are going to begin our trek over to... So I might go just one tree at a time, just to see how much we're going to get per tree. So I just know we have to go this way to the road. And we are now $9 in the hole. So yes, I really want to try, and these are some really bumpy roads. I'm surprised the suspension, especially on the trailer and the truck, has actually been able to handle these roads. All right, let's see here. Oh, goodness. All right, we need to make sure we don't run into anybody. How we doing, everybody? All right. So I need to turn down here. Look at that view, though. All right. So I think right here, let's try it out. Nope, can't buy that. And there we go, we got 2,908. $2,908. So I might have to cut down a few more trees to try and get what I really want to try and get. So we don't have a subsoiler or a plow right now. So, or even a baler. I've been thinking about maybe trying to bale up some grass to try and, you know, get some of the grass, make a little bit of profit before I even start to make a field, because I really only have one tractor. Let's try and make our way, and I might have to make like a trail that leads back to the farm over here, because I have a tough time in itself trying to figure out where my tractor or where I even started at. So there's that, and I started right over here. Actually, I was back a little bit farther here. This seems really hilly. Yes, right over here. All right. So, with that being said, I will be back when I have a few more trees cleared up and we are ready to sell. All right, stay tuned. All right, welcome back. We got everything loaded up. We cut down around like 3 or 4 trees. So we're gonna load them up one at a, usually probably a few at a time, and make our way back over to the sawmill and start selling some of these. We got a pretty decent open field. I'll show you guys once we sell this one. But it's actually pretty nice. We have a pretty decent open area where we can mow. We're gonna make our way back to the trail here. All right, I'm seeing it right ahead of me. All right, here we go. All right. Get this thing loaded. Now I know where the trigger as far as to sell the wood is at, so we don't have to worry about that. All I gotta do is just drive into here. That off. $6,396. That's not bad at all. We're up to $8,858. We are making some good money right now. Put it up. I'm gonna head back to the farm. I won't sell this off quite yet. So we turn off our truck, and now is time to get mowing. I was a little worried as far as this thing starting. They had a hard time starting this up when they were showing it to me, and you know, they kind of worked on it a little bit, put some fresh oil, changed the oil, you know, put some fresh gas in there, and it seemed to start up pretty decently. But we now have this open area where we can now get a field plowed, but why wouldn't we mow and we can make a little extra profit? All right. So with that being said, I'm going to put you guys on a little bit of a time lapse as we farm this. All right, here we go. So at this point, after we had run mowing, I didn't realize that my mic had turned off. I bumped into it earlier, and it had turned off. So basically, I was talking with my mic muted. What I just kind of basically explained was that we had just got done mowing. You can kind of see that the brush was not going away from the mower. I was basically kind of explaining, you know, which tractor I was thinking of leasing. I was gonna bale with. I decided to pick up a baler, a windrower, and the White Boss, or I'm sorry, the Field Boss 3. I was talking as far as it would be nice to go with the 350, and then I just decided to go with the Pottinger baler just because we could get them wrapped, and then ended up getting them fermented. So then we were able to get a little more profit off of the field. So with that being said, we were leasing, you know, and they actually had really good prices as far as, you know, leasing the windrower, leasing the tractor. You know, I think as far as profit, but leasing price wise and power wise, I felt that the Field Boss was going to be the best option that I had, just due to the fact that, one, it was only $26,000 for the base model. I went with the top model that had 170 horsepower, so that brought it up to about 31,000. So once we get everything kind of leased out, we will be back and onto the field. See you guys in a bit. Back at the farm, and you know, we leased these two or three pieces of equipment right here: the Pottinger, the windrower, and the Boss, the White Farm Boss Series 3, Field Boss Series 3. So I'm going to put you guys through a little bit of a time lapse as far as putting these into windrows, and as well as baling. All right, we will see you in a little while. Welcome back, everybody. So we have just got done. I know I left some grass on the field, but I didn't have enough that it would cause for another bale, so we ended up getting quite a few bales out of this. So I'm actually looking forward to selling all these. We might actually lease a subsoiler to make sure that we can get our field plowed and ready to be planted, and we shall see how that goes. I'm kind of curious whether I should, I can return these. I might hold on to the field boss for right now because it kind of opens up my options a little bit as far as the subsoiler. Because I have 170, so I can necessarily go with this one if I wanted to, or even this one right here. If I could lease this one for, it's $536. I mean, that's not bad at all. So I think that's what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move all the bales out of the area, and then we are going to, we might actually do that here real quick. I won't lease it right now, but what we're going to do is we're going to sell the wood that I have right now, the rest of the logs that I have, and then lease the subsoiler, load up the bales onto the trailer here, and then, or as many as I can, and then we are going to plow this field. All right, so we're making our way back into town here. It's a little bit of a drive from where I'm at, but you can kind of see how rough these roads are. And I think, yeah, this is where we sell the bales, I believe. Yes, that's where we sell the bales. And then we have a couple of shops around here that we can sell stuff to as well. So we may be making a few trips over in this area. But we ended up leasing this subsoiler here, and I'm gonna put it on the back of this flatbed here. Hopefully that I can just lay it down like this and just lay it down, and hopefully it won't. There we go. Strap it down and be on our way. All right, we will see you back at the farm here shortly. All right, so we made it back to the farm, and we got the subsoiler set up. Get this thing started. All right, here we go. See if we can get this thing loaded up here. And I'm really hoping that I'm able to hook this thing up. Does not look like it's wanting to, because I have it the wrong way. Alright, here we go. We got the subsoiler all hooked up. Now what we need to do is we need to allow create field. Or we can just do this. Let's just do this. Alright, so we're making a seat bed here. Alright, here we go. And we will put you in a time lapse. Actually, I won't put you in through a time lapse. I won't put you in through a time lapse. We will just see when the field is done. All right. So we are completely done with the field. As you can kind of see, we have some plow marks as well. The bushes did not get erased while I was running the subsoiler through. So with that being said, I just ended up leasing a small plow and just kind of running through some of this stuff and getting rid of those bushes. So we now have one clean field that we can now plant either corn or soybeans. I was kind of leaning towards soybeans just because it would be a little bit easier to harvest and kind of take care of because it doesn't take as much fertilizer to plant all of this stuff. So what else I'm plan on doing is loading up all of these bales and kind of setting them off to the side because right now they're at 3% fermenting, and I want to make sure that they're fully fermented so that we can sell them and get a decent price. All right, so let's see what we can do here. And with this, I have to actually load them myself because I do not have a means of loading these or auto-loading these. So we'll see how this goes. All right, looks like we have all of that in one group. And this, I'm going to say right now, this trailer is going to get a workout in this video, or even in this series as well, just because it'll kind of be my workhorse for wood, for anything that I need to load. Basically anything that I need transported is going to be on this trailer. Alright, make sure we can get this thing slid over a little more, I believe. There we go. Which one can we grab here? This one right here. This thing rotated over. There we go. That's what I thought was going to happen. Kind of clips and then ends up shooting it across the map, which is fine. We'll get it figured out. Here we go. I was gonna say, we actually got quite a few, like I said, we got quite a few grass bales off of this. You know, could I sell the grass bales? Probably. I might actually see how much we have here or what we can sell them with, because, and I'm not even 100% sure if we can sell them. Grass fresh. Nope, there's no selling point for these, so we have to let them ferment, which is fine. And I may have to put some on the back of the truck too. So if I have a couple left and I'm able to, that's where they will go next. Is on the back of the truck. I'm not 100% sure how many I have total. Oh yeah, we have quite a few actually. Be kind of like a pyramid, or a rough pyramid, I should say, because some of these aren't stacking the best, as you can kind of see. this thing is going to be so top heavy. All right. The straps are going to get a workout today. There we go. Are we ever going to be able to get all of these up here? So I can maybe set 2 more, so we'll have 4. I think I might be able to reach them, or get all of them. Drop this so I can get a little bit farther distance. If you want to talk about a truck squatting, this is the true definition right here. And there we go. They are all loaded and ready to go. I'm going to bring them over here to make sure that they are fermented. Or fermenting, I should say. All right. And that will end one day and one episode of Rags to Riches on Pioneers Maps. All right. Wait until next time. We have the selling of our bales, and we also have planting coming up in the next episode. So you guys enjoy, and as always, just keep on farming.